Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play series. This is episode 113 of the series and today we are kicking things off back over at Oasis. Similarly to last episode, however, we won't be staying here, we will be heading back to the ravine base to work on the 114 fish farm some more. But for now I had a few things to show you. So the first one is that we came up with a new house design. So I had some feedback on the house that was over in that corner of the village. You guys probably know what it was. It was the one that I was kind of complaining about at the start of last video, or last episode I should say. And I went to Google, YouTube, that kind of thing, used a bit of inspiration and came up with this. So just as a little bit of a disclaimer, this is almost copied exactly from what I found. So it's not totally my design. I have changed it up here and there, however. But as I say, I did copy, for the most part, the design. But I think it worked out well, right? So we've got this different roof design up here, which is a little less flat. We've got this awning at the front. We've actually got an area of the house here as well, inside of the awning that pokes away. So it's got a bit more depth. Then we've also added a secondary door, which doesn't really have much function, to be honest. It actually just clusters things ever so slightly. But it does look good from the outside. And you can see the villager was making his way up there, I think, to go inside. And I think I've decided now that we're not going to really focus on the insides. We're just going to make sure that they're adequately lit. We're going to add some beds in, and that's about that for the insides. Because, as I say, if you see this one, we need the stairs there, and it kind of just clusters things a little bit. There's not a lot of space to work in as it is. So I think aside from the villager function blocks and the beds, we won't be putting much inside of the houses. Just to show you guys as well, I built another one over here. So I've got two of this house. They are exactly the same pretty much, apart from the placement of the lantern over here. I think it's the only difference. But this one is the same. You go inside, you got the stairs, you got the secondary door on the side here, and all is good. So I really like the roof design that we used on these, so I decided to transfer it over to these simple houses that we've got here as well. So what I kind of want to do is just come up with a few designs and just copy paste the designs around the village. I think that will be okay, right? And just make slight changes every time. So in this one, as you can see, we've got hay stored on the side, whereas in this one we've got a couple chickens. So I think changes like that definitely make sense and just help with a bit of variation. But this roof design definitely pleases me more than the flat roof design. And I think eventually we'll tear that one down and start again. Just try again with that one because it didn't work, right? It didn't work at all. Maybe take inspiration from the garden area though, because as I say, I did like how that turned out, but it just didn't really... It complements the house slightly, but everything else just doesn't work. So yeah, I think we'll just tear it down and try again. But as I say, you guys, we're going to be heading over to the ravine base now. You're going to have to excuse my voice. It might sound a little weird today. I'm not feeling the greatest. I've got a bit of a cold coming on, I think, but we'll try and get things done. So if you're enjoying the video so far, drop a like. If you're new around here, of course, remember to subscribe, and anything that you want to say, pop down in the comments. Let's get on with the rest of today's video. Okay guys, so we made it back to the base. All is well and good over here by the looks of things. And before we move on to the AFK fishing farm for today's episode, I've got a couple things I want to do in regards to the enchanting room. So first of all, we're going to crack a few more enchantments on our helmet here. So we've got a Protection 3 book, which we're going to combine with another Protection 3 book here. Let's just see what's cheaper. 7, that'll do. And then we've also got Blast Protection 4. So let's get both of those on the helmet. So that gives us Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. And then we've also got, excuse me, there goes my voice, as I was saying in the last clip. I think I'm starting to suffer. And there we go, Blast Protection 4 as well. So this helmet now is looking pretty good. And I've also came up with a name for the diamond leggings. So once again, this is going to be one of those references that some of you guys get. Wait. 32 levels? Okay. Maybe we'll save that for a bit later on in the episode then, because I'm only on 6 levels and that is not going to cut it. On another side note, I just did a harvest of the carrot farm and I just kind of wanted to bring it to your guys' attention because of course we haven't worked on it in a while now, and this thing is actually producing a lot more than I thought it would. So I only occasionally harvest, and of course that is done just by a couple of press of the button here. And if you look at the chest, we've actually, I think, probably filled it up now. So let's take a look inside of here. I need to take a step back. Yeah, you can see we've got a hopper full there. We've got basically a half, well, probably about a third of a hopper there. And then nothing in that one. But as you can see, we're starting to rake in the carrots. So as soon as we've got access to gold in a high supply, we're going to be good to go in terms of golden carrots. This thing is producing, as I say, a lot more than I thought it would, and I can't wait to see how effective it's going to be once we add those next 1 or 2 layers in as well, just to take it all the way up to the ceiling there. I think we're finally done messing around here, so let's get to work on the AFK fishing farm at long last. And I think the first thing I want to do is maybe thinking about changing up the floor in here. So I said I took inspiration from a video that I saw, right? But I don't know, I feel like it just doesn't really fit anymore, so I think we might tear these out. And although this was quite a grand waste of iron in the long run, obviously you learn from your mistakes, and good thing is we've got an iron farm, so it shouldn't affect us too much. But I've got a different idea as to where I want to take this flooring now, and I think I'm going to try and make it somewhat similar to one of the floors that we have over at the Guardian farm. So I really liked how the checker pattern floor turned out over there with the strip logs. So I might give that a go. Using spruce and dark oak, I think, will probably be the choices, since that's the wood types that we're using around here. And then once we're done with that, we probably should come up with a wall design, because the walls are looking a little bit bare, especially behind the barrels over there. As you can see, the barrels are in place, but no wall design. Same thing at the back here. And I also had quite a couple of good suggestions for this area. One of them came from a Reddit user whose username I failed to remember, which is unfortunate. I don't know if he's going to watch this video though, but I'll go back and find that in just a second. And the other ones came from a couple of you guys who are already subbed to the channel. So we'll go over those in a second, but as I say, I want to get this floor replaced if possible. I might use a bucket to grab this water before we move on. In regards to what I just said, the Reddit user was called iMac is very cool. So thank you to you, iMac is very cool. I don't know if you ended up subscribing or what have you, but if you did, then of course, welcome to the channel. And as I say, thank you very much for the suggestion. So, yeah, what was I about to say? We have got this flooring in place, or just a taster of it at the moment, because we're running out of wood very quickly. But this is how it's working. You just throw in your logs like this and make that checkerboard pattern. So here we go. And that's where it ends. And then you just strip them all up like this, and things just fit nicely into place. So yeah, I like it. I think it works. It's going to work, definitely. It's better than the flooring that we had already. So as I say, down to my last spruce log. That's not going to be enough, unfortunately, to get us where we want to be at the moment. So we're going to have to go and harvest some dark oak and some spruce. Once we've done that, I'll come back, finish that up, and we'll get the wall design going. While we're outside, I'm just waiting for the leaves to despawn so that I can get some of my saplings back from the tree that we cut down. But while we are out here, I want to get something tested out. So I've got some iron. We're going to create ourselves a minecart and some rails here. There we go. We're going to need some villagers in just a second to take down into the AFK fishing farm. So I'm just going to see how we're going to go about doing this. I guess if we do that, we'll get one. Aha, there we go. So that's one. We actually need... I'm not sure how many we're going to need. Why... Oh, God. No. Okay. He's safe. Maybe not for long, though. So we're going to have to hurry things up here. But as I was saying, I'm going to take a few villagers down into the farm to trade with. And that was one of the suggestions. Can't remember who exactly it came from. It might have been the guy from Reddit. I'm sorry about this. My memory has failed me again here. I think one of you guys also mentioned that using boats to take villagers to different locations was a good idea. So let's try that. If we can get him out of this cart. Hopefully we can. There we go. In the boat. Nope. Okay. No, he's getting away. Whoa. Boats move surprisingly quickly on land. I didn't realize this was the case. But if we can get this guy in the boat, seems like he's going to hang around by the stone cutter, because that is his job. If we can get him in the boat, we might be able to just dump him down in the base. Dude, I'm not the hero of your village, by the way, so I don't know why you're giving me gifts. Alright, come here. Please get in the boat. In the boat. Okay, no, he doesn't want to get in the boat, does he? Is there an easy way to do this? I don't know. Push him. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to somehow get him over to the base. We might actually be better off using minecarts for that, but we'll come back to this. Yeah, we'll come back to this because it's going to be a tough job. Okay, so we're just about done with the floor now, which is good, and I like it. I think it works. Let you guys let me know what you think. That's what I was trying to say. If you have any differing opinions from mine, of course, do let me know. But I think it's a-okay, for now, at least. There are possibilities that we might change it because you know how we are, but Yeah, I'm content. I'm content. I think it will stay. So next on the list of things that we're going to do around here, as I said earlier, was to install a wall design. And you know what? I think that those textures out there would work great in this room because of the contrast between the stone and the wood here. But should I dive right in and do that, or should I try something else? Because if we could get our hands on a bit of ink here, some black dye, I think we could make a nice wall design with the dark prismarine. We'll take a look at a few ideas. I might throw a few together, get one design over here and a differing one over here, just to see how things work out. And we might base our opinion off of a comparison. So give me a second to run a few ideas around, and we'll come back in and check them out together. You see, you guys, the frustrating thing here is that both of these designs work really well, and I kind of predicted they would because they both fit quite nicely with the sort of textures that we've got going on in this room. The only difference between the two really is that this side is going to be very easy to get done. If we choose this design, it's going to be much more difficult because we really only had enough to get this done, and that was including slabs. So I think this area here is all slabs. The rest of it was what we could get together in terms of actual blocks. So I think overall the choice of least resistance, or the path of least resistance, is going to be this path here with the regular texture blocks. And don't get me wrong, it works really well, but this room was in a position where we were starting to fade away from those textures, and we definitely have. Look, we've used prismarine, we've used spruce, we've used this checker pattern floor that we haven't used since the Guardian farm. So it's not as if we are totally throwing away every bit of progress that we've made in terms of getting away from those textures. And I think that maybe as a sort of highlight or a hint of this texture in the room, it might work well just because of the textures out there. They kind of match the room then. So I think what we'll do is we will bite the bullet and go with the grey textures that we use outside. I forgot to mention, actually, I did test out this as well. And although it doesn't look terrible, it doesn't really work for me. So we're not going to go with that either. So I think I'll tear out the green here and get it replaced with the regular wall textures. And again, once I'm done with this, I'll bring you guys back in to check it out. And then we'll move on to Operation Annoyance, which kind of translates to getting villagers down here, which is going to be a nuisance. So I'm not really looking forward to it, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Don't you just love creepers? I do. I love them so much. They actually make me extremely happy all of the time. There's no occasion where they make me unhappy. I love to see them. If another one walked through that door, I would probably hug it. Damn, why did they do this to me? Why? So we're about done tidying up the walls here, guys, behind the barrels, and I have to say, it looks good. It does look good. This room is shaping up nicely, so we've got the dark oak ceiling in there. We've got this nice little trim as well at the back, which you don't often see unless you sort of walk up here to the back barrels and quickly turn around. But, you know, you've got to get that detail in wherever possible, right? Just so that every angle is covered. Same goes for this area down here where the chests are. We've got the nice wall textures in. I've actually forgotten to put the dark oak in up on the ceilings on these sides, but I will get that done now. It won't take too long. We've got to get that trim in here as well. But I have started progressing onwards to this back wall, and this is where we're hopefully going to store our villagers. So I'm going to come up with some sort of redstone contraption to allow us to interact with them, because we don't use redstone too much in this world, and it's about time we started using it a bit more, because I do like the technical side of Minecraft as well as the building side, right? So if we can get some redstone going in here, that will be all for the good, I guess. It would be quite cool. So I'll think about what we can do there. It's probably going to involve pistons. That's probably the easiest way to go about this. But yeah, as I say, I'll get the dark oak in, get the trim of strip spruce up there above the slabs, and we should be in a very good position. Okay guys, check the levels out. We've got 37. So I took the time to go over to the Guardian farm and gather up enough so that we could rename the leggings, because as I said, I was going to do that earlier, but then I realized that they want 32 levels for it. Like, that's crazy. I thought it was always one level to change names, but obviously I'm wrong. D. Hold up. I didn't press D. Why is it? Oh. That's weird. So it just... yeah, I don't really know what it's doing. Anyway, let's get them named. So this, again, as I say, is another reference to something online. Some of you guys might know it. Some of you guys might not. But we're going to call our leggings the healing pants. So if you guys know the reference, then I'm glad, because that means you've watched one of my favorite videos of all time on YouTube. If not, and you're a fan of World of Warcraft especially, then I would advise that you go search the illegal Danish and give that video a watch, because honestly it's some of the funniest stuff ever. And it's definitely worth it's definitely worth taking a look at, and this is just a reference to that video. So yeah, if any of you guys recognize this, then damn, I'm happy for you, because that means you've watched the illegal Danish. But there we go, we've got the healing pants and the steel toe boots. So now that we've done that, let's head back over to the fishing farm, because we've been making a bit of progress there, I guess. Not too much, though. Let's just bust in here. I put this up to stop the creepers from coming back in, because that really annoyed me over there, if you didn't gather that was sarcasm earlier in the video. And we've got this wall in place, and as I say, we want some villagers, and we want to use some redstone. So I'm going to come up with a contraption right now, and let's take a look at it together. Then we'll get the guys down here, which is going to be, as I say, one of those tasks that I'm just dreading. Okay guys, so we're at a point now where I've built something that I'm happy with. So we'll go over the mechanism in just a second, but this is what it looks like from outside. So we've got the strip spruce on the left and the right, got the slabs at the top. We've used some andesite stairs as well, which I thought was a nice touch. Cobble on that side though, just to match the walls. And then we've got this this trapdoor, which it's not supposed to open and close, it's kind of just there for design. And then we've got these bars, and then the barrel at the bottom, which should convert the villager inside into a fisherman, which I think will suit the farm. I mean, it is a fishing farm after all, and we're going to get a bunch of fish to trade with them. I don't know exactly what the fishermen will trade once they make it to the top level, but we will see in due course, hopefully. And then as for the mechanism, you stand on, the glass is raised, and then the villager will be stood right in that 2x1 there, or 1x2 I should probably say. 1 width, 2 height, and they will be stood there. You can trade with them, interact with them, do what you need to do, and then off you go. And they should hopefully restock their trades using the barrel here. Obviously if it doesn't work, we can rearrange a few things, get it working, but the same on this side as well. Just on the pressure plate, it raises, then we can interact, and of course when we're done, off we go. So I think this will work well. And as I say, we need to get a couple villagers down here, which could be a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's something that needs to be done. So I guess we make our way over there now, and we've already kind of determined how it's going to work. And thankfully, Survival Dude actually came up with that idea where we have the slime blocks down at the bottom of the ladder that leads down into the base, and that should allow us to just go ahead and push the villagers into the hole. And once they're down there, things should be fairly straightforward, right? Because we can either get them into the minecart or put them back in the boat and then row our way over to the base, or minecart our way over to the base, and we'll just figure out as we go how we're going to get them up onto the tree farm and through that area and over into the next part of the ravine base. Could be a bit tricky, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. So, oh, it's nighttime. Of course it is. So I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to work on getting these villagers transported across. And once I have them over there, I guess I'll bring you guys in, and we can just... Oh, no. Keep going. There we go. And as I was saying, once we've got that all done and dusted, I'll bring you guys in to sort of check it out, and we'll see if we can get maybe a few trades going and all that good stuff. So wish me luck, I guess, and I will catch you guys in just a second. So I got them both down here, and they're both fishermen, but I haven't got them into the proper location yet, but this guy seems to want to trade string and coal, so I think string is one of the drops you seem to get. Not very frequently though, so that's something we're gonna have to work on. And then this guy over here wants to trade, again, the same thing, so 20 string for an emerald, 10 coal for an emerald. Right, so the trades at the moment aren't the greatest. Hopefully we get some fish trades or something like that soon, but oh, it's gonna be annoying getting these guys in there. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna spend some more time. They need to be maneuvered once again, so they're gonna eventually be in their little traps. I've taken a few blocks out to get them in, so I guess let's just see what we can do and hope for the best. I come back bearing riches, so we grabbed the spider loot box from our mob farm, and we've got some blocks of coal that should satisfy these guys nicely. So we'll take some string out and we will craft this into pieces of coal. So I've got one slight concern about this, and that is the fact that, of course, once I brought the villagers into this room, they randomly chose one of these barrels as their workstation. So I'm hoping that they'll still be able to restock their supplies using this one that I've put in their little chamber here, but they both are in place now. And for some reason, facing the wall, maybe to spite me, I don't know. Here, let's see if I can trade with one of them. So, here, just take it all. Actually, hang on. Let's let him do what he needs to do. And I don't think we're going to be able to get the experience. Not too fast though. Experience isn't needed. Oh, so 15 raw cod for an emerald. We can definitely satisfy you on that one if you want us to. Let's just look in this barrel. We've got a ton. Perfect. Good. So this is the trade I was after, really. Yep, I'll take that, and I'll take all the emeralds you've got actually for that. All right, let's let him level up again. There we go. So now he's at journey. Wait, did he? Oh, okay. We got the fishing rod enchantment. Sorry, the fishing rod trade now for 16 emeralds, and he's almost at full level for journeyman as well. So let's do some raw salmon. We should have some of that hanging around in this barrel. There we go. So this is what I like to see. This is what we do want to see. We want to see trades that we can actually achieve. So we'll take those, and he'll level up again. Aha, here we go. This is nice and quick. He's an expert now. Tropical fish. Now, I don't know if we've got many of those at all, but we do have some. Yeah, not enough right now, so we're going to have to use some of the older trades, I think, to take him to the next stage. So let's go with... Let's do some more coal trades. Wait, he's at full level already? No, he... Okay, he's leveling up again. Wow, okay. And now he's a master, so you can sell boats for 1 emerald. That is a good trade. 4 puffer fish for an emerald. Again, an excellent trade because we have a lot of those. Oh yeah, we're gonna make some good emeralds here. We are gonna make some good emeralds. So let's do this. Sell as many of those as we can. Wait, so it has to be an oak boat. That is a shame. I wish it was dark oak. That'd be a bit nicer for us, but I'm not gonna complain. We'll take some more of these if we can, and then we should probably try and focus on the other guy actually because we've already max leveled this one. And yeah, this is a shame about the experience. We could do that, but then I don't think that looks as good, right? It looks better with the trapdoor. So we might just have to remove it when we want to collect the experience. It's not ideal, but it will do for now. All right, let's get this guy up to the next level firstly. Come on now, there we go. Ooh, so an emerald and 6 raw salmon for a cooked salmon. So really, you're just trading an emerald for a piece of coal, which is kind of a rubbish trade. All right, let's take some more of these, and he's not going to be happy about that, so we'll do some more of those maybe. Yeah, he's not leveling up as fast as the other guy for some reason. 1 emerald and 6 salmon. We could do one of those, I suppose. And that is about as far as we're going to take him, I think, for now, unless we bring... Wow, we're going to have to wait for his trades to reset, and that's the thing I'm hoping is going to occur. Oh, wait, he leveled up? How? He wasn't at full level, was he? Oh, I don't know. Villagers at the moment are a bit trippy, but things are looking good. And as I say, hopefully these guys will restock their trades. I'll be keeping an eye on it because if not, that is something we need to solve a bit further down the line. And that might be done through destroying all of these barrels and replacing them. I don't know. We'll see. But we've got pretty much what we wanted to do today done, so I think it's about time to wrap up this episode. Alright then, you guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I really do hope you had fun today. I definitely had a bunch of fun recording this episode for you, so hopefully you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you did like it, then be sure to pop a like down below. That would be much appreciated by myself. And if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or feedback, anything like that, pop those down in the comment section below, and I'll be 100% sure to respond to you, as I do respond to every comment. So if you got anything to say at all, please do, because I like to interact with you guys. And finally, if you're new around here or you haven't subscribed yet, then be sure to hit that red subscribe button to stay tuned to this series and any other videos that I do decide to post. There's also the option to hit the bell notification icon. That will just give you notifications of when my videos go live, when I live stream, that kind of thing. So it's up to you if you want to do that. You can do it if you want. But that is down by the subscribe button. So once again, you guys, I really do hope you had fun today watching this video. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for taking time out of your day to come to my channel. I'm always grateful, as you guys know. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. I've been Hocus Pocus. This was episode 113 of the Let's Play. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.